The drama surrounding that 60-yard touchdown pass was not just about a perfectly placed football cutting through the air. It was about everything underneath it. The tension, the personalities, the quiet power shift happening in real time inside the Cleveland Browns locker room. When Shador Sanders dropped that ball right into Jerry Jeudy's hands and watched him sprint untouched into the end zone, it should have been a moment of pure electricity. Celebration. Relief. Unity. Instead, it felt uncomfortable. Almost awkward. And that discomfort told a much bigger story than the highlight itself. From the moment the ball left Shedur's hand, you could see it. The anticipation. The confidence. The calm. He stepped into the throw knowing exactly where his receiver was supposed to be, trusting the timing, trusting the route, trusting the work they had put in together in an incredibly short amount of time. That kind of throw does not come from luck. It comes from preparation, from leadership, from a quarterback who understands that trust is the currency of football. And when Jerry Jeudy crossed the goal line, instead of joy, there was something else written all over his body language. A stiffness. A restraint. A look that suggested the moment was harder to accept than it should have been. That reaction did not come out of nowhere. It was the continuation of a pattern fans have been noticing for weeks. Earlier in the game, cameras caught Jeudy jawing on the sideline, visibly frustrated, directing his energy at the same quarterback who would later deliver him the longest touchdown of his season. Shedeur absorbed it without escalation. No shouting. No visible frustration. No public embarrassment. Just composure. That contrast is where everything changes. One player leaning into leadership. Another still wrestling with ego. When a young quarterback is fighting for you in the pocket, taking hits, extending plays, and still putting the ball exactly where it needs to be, the response matters. Receivers across the league celebrate those moments because they know what it represents. Trust earned. Chemistry built. Yet Jeudy's reaction felt distant, almost resentful, like the spotlight landed in the wrong place. Instead of gratitude, there was tension. Instead of unity, there was silence. And fans noticed immediately. What makes this even more glaring is the context. That touchdown was not just another score. It was Jerry Jeudy's longest catch of the entire season. Before that, his most notable play had been a shorter gain that ended in a fumble. 2 touchdowns all year. That is not the resume of a receiver carrying an offense. Meanwhile, since stepping into the starting role, Shedeur has thrown touchdowns in 3 straight games. He has elevated the entire unit, not just with arm talent, but with accountability. Routes matter now. Timing matters now. Excuses do not. Fans have been brutally honest about what they are seeing. They are pointing out missed assignments, freelanced routes, a receiver used to a looser system suddenly bristling under structure. In the past, mistakes were tolerated. Passes were forced anyway. Shedeur does not play that way. He expects receivers to be exactly where they are supposed to be, because that is how trust is built. And when that trust is broken, it shows up in real time. That sideline exchange earlier in the game did not happen because Shedeur missed a throw. It happened because Jeudy was not where he was supposed to be. The press conference afterward only reinforced the divide. Shedeur spoke with maturity well beyond his years. He talked about mental growth, about footwork, about timing, about looking teammates in the eye and promising he would be there for them if they were there for him. He emphasized trust as the foundation of everything he does. Not just trust in receivers, but trust in the offensive line, trust in preparation, trust in doing things the right way even when it is hard. That is not quarterback talk you expect from someone still establishing himself. That is leadership language. Jeudy, by contrast, continues to feel out of sync with that message. Even after a touchdown, the energy is inconsistent. There is no sense of reliability, no steady emotional presence. And in football, reliability matters as much as talent. Quarterbacks do not just need athletes. They need partners. Players they can depend on when pressure collapses the pocket and decisions must be made in milliseconds. Right now, Shedeur looks like someone building that foundation brick by brick, while Jeudy still seems stuck deciding whether he wants to buy into it. Hovering over all of this is Kevin Stefanski, whose presence only complicates the picture further. From questionable quarterback decisions to inconsistent offensive direction, fans are growing increasingly frustrated with a coach who appears reactive rather than proactive. Instead of simplifying the environment for a young quarterback, chaos continues to creep in. And yet, despite that instability, Shedeur continues to steady the ship. He keeps grinding, keeps building chemistry, keeps absorbing noise without letting it derail him. That alone speaks volumes. One of the most revealing moments came when Shedeur spoke about his father. The expectations, the constant voice pushing him to be better, the accountability he has lived with his entire life. That upbringing shows on the field. Pressure does not break him. Criticism does not rattle him. He understands that being coached hard is a privilege, not a burden. That mindset separates leaders from passengers. He is not leaning on his father as a crutch. He is using that foundation to elevate himself and everyone around him. This is why the shift happening in Cleveland feels so significant. Shedeur is not just playing quarterback. He is redefining the culture. He is demanding trust, discipline, and execution. And that demand is exposing who is willing to grow and who is resistant to change. Jerry Jeudy's reaction to that touchdown was not about the play itself. It was about what the play symbolized. A quarterback taking command. A new hierarchy forming. Accountability becoming non-negotiable. The Browns are at a crossroads, and it is becoming increasingly clear who is carrying them forward. Shador Sanders is earning respect the hard way. Through preparation. Through calm leadership. Through consistency. He is not flashy with his words, but his play speaks loudly. Meanwhile, Jeudy's inconsistency and visible frustration continue to raise questions about whether he fits into the version of this offense that Shedeur is building. The truth is uncomfortable, but unavoidable. Teams take on the personality of their quarterback. Right now, Cleveland's future looks focused, disciplined, and quietly confident. Whether everyone on the roster is ready to follow that lead remains to be seen. Now I want to hear from you. Did Jerry Jeudy's reaction after that touchdown stand out to you? Do you think he can fully buy into Shador Sanders' leadership? Or is this tension only going to grow? And should the Browns front office start prioritizing receivers who match Shador's mindset and reliability? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to like the video if you enjoyed this breakdown, and subscribe for more in-depth Browns coverage as this story continues to unfold.